Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we're here today at Cleveland State University, and we're here with the Contemporary Youth Orchestra and its director and founder, Liza Grossman. Hey, Liza.
Hey, Tom.
Thanks for taking time. You guys are on a rehearsal right now.
Yeah, we're on a break.
And break for rehearsal.
Yeah.
Talk about, you started the Contemporary Youth Orchestra a few years back. Why did you start this whole thing? I mean, where did it come from for you?
Well, I mean, there's several reasons behind it. Bernard Rands, who's the composition director, teacher at Harvard, came in to do a workshop with local teachers on how children could access contemporary music. And I was a part of that workshop, and he saw me work with a group and pulled me aside and said, I really think you have a knack for this and you should start a group that just does contemporary music.
So the focus here is really not about traditional classical music,
No.
Beethoven, if you will.
Not at all.
This is about music from composers that are still alive.
That's correct.
So,
I mean, we delve as far back as, we've done Shostakovich and Copeland and such,
Right.
but paying, respect to the people that started the contemporary movement.
right.
But our big thing is working with living composers.
And one of the things you've done is brought in a lot of guest composers and musicians and a lot of folks that are very familiar in the classic rock scene. People like Pat Benatar, Graham
Right.
Nash,
John Anderson, Ray Manzarek,
from The Doors.
Styx.
Yeah. Mark Mothersbaugh last year
From
from
Devo.
Devo.
Right.
Right. Why do you bring folks in like this? Besides the fact that obviously a lot of people have heard their music, what does that bring to the students?
Well, I mean, it's just it's part of the education of contemporary music. Is teaching them that there are so many aspects to contemporary music, and playing with a rock band and being able to accompany, a singer or a guitar player or anything is really.
So like when they play with
incredible.
Styx, the two leaders from Styx, they actually were the backing orchestra for a concert that they did at Blossom
That's right.
Music
It
Center.
was the whole
right?
band. Yeah.
That must have been an awesome
It's
experience.
incredible. It was incredible. I mean, that's actually still being shown nationally on PBS.
Is it really?
Yeah, and there's a CD and DVD out of that performance.
So you guys are working on a series now called Music and Its Industry,
That's
right?
correct. Yeah, music and its industry. I started. This is the third season of it, and we started it because when I was in high school, I thought that the only things that I could do as a musician were either be a public school music teacher or be in an orchestra.
And you were a violinist, right?
Violinist
You
and
came up-
violist, yeah.
Yes.
And so I didn't know that there was a whole world of opportunity out there for a professional musician. So I'm trying to explore absolutely everything that we
Right. Go ahead.
that is possible for them. So a couple years ago, we did Tunes for Tunes, where we played an entire concert of cartoon music with the film and brought in cartoon composers
Right.
to talk to the audience and to the orchestra members. Last year, we did Movie Night, where we played the themes from different movies
Right.
and had Mark Mothersbaugh come in, who's actually not only the founder and lead singer of Devo, but he's also a prolific film and
He does
commercial
a lot
composer.
of music scoring.
Incredible.
I know him
Incredible
'cause he-
stuff.
he
a lot
did-
of Wes Anderson films.
Right. And the Pee Wee Herman
That's right.
Pee Wee show.
That's right. That's right.
So
And
this
year's
year
Broadway.
is Broadway.
Yeah, so what we're doing is, well, obviously trying to show them what it's like to play in a pit,
Right.
actually without being in a pit. So we're doing different tunes from a handful of different shows. So we're doing something from Wicked, from Rent, from Spring Awakening, from Kiss Me Kate, from Titanic, Chorus Line, Hair,
Awesome.
Jesus Christ Superstar. I
Right.
mean, it's just going to be a whole big plate, to feast upon of Broadway tunes. But what also makes this cool is that we're working with a group out of New York called
Movable
Arts.
Right.
And the director of Movable Arts, who is also a Broadway director and actor, is coming in, and he's auditioned a whole group of Cleveland area triple threats who are young, junior and high school, who are going to be singing and acting on stage with us, with about 20 professional actors coming in from New York.
Oh, that's so awesome. So you're going to be putting on a mini production, really.
Yeah, it's pretty huge production, actually, yeah.
With Broadway music.
That's right.
And it gives the students a sense that this is another way that they can take their music when they go from here.
Oh, it's just something else that they can do. They can move to LA and play for cartoon music, or they can move to New York and play in pit orchestras. I mean, I have a handful of friends. This is how they make their living.
Yeah.
You know, so to have this opportunity to hit this many shows in one shot is really
Right.
pretty incredible.
You've also selected your artist to work with this year.
For our Rock the Orchestra series.
Rock the Orchestra.
Yeah, we're going to be working with Donnie Iris and the Cruisers.
Wow.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. Donnie's from Pittsburgh and is pretty big around the area, and you know, still has some pretty big radio hits. But
Sure.
I mean, his music is it's really conducive to orchestra, just almost as much as Yes.
Exactly.
You know, when we worked with John Anderson. So we're looking forward to that. And his keyboardist, Mark Avsek,
Right.
who's also on our board, wrote the Grammy Award-winning hit "Play That Funky Music" with the band Wild Cherry.
Right.
Well, both Mark and Donnie were in the band, so we're also going to be doing that.
Oh, awesome.
But something cool about that tune, which I gave me a lot of respect for Donnie Iris in this angle, is that he insisted that we find a local child to sing
No
the
kidding.
solo on "Play That Funky Music." So we've already found her, and it's going to be quite a show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's going to be on May 24th in Wagen.
That's great. We're going to keep our eye on what you guys are doing. Thanks so much for taking
Thank
time,
you.
Liza.
Thanks
Thank
very
you.
much.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.